Hello and welcome to episode 3 of our Manor Lords Let's Play. If you didn't watch the previous episode, a bit of a recap. So we made it through our second winter and we're now in year 3 in spring. So we made some nice progress. Nobody abandoned us. Everyone seems to be pretty happy at the moment, especially with our market food variety in the previous time period. So quite happy with that. We built ourselves a very nice little apiary and we started collecting a little bit of honey. We also worked hard to build this manor that we have here in the center of our village. It's quite hidden, but I think I'm okay with that for now because we might cut these trees down at a later date, but I wanted it in a nice position, not too far from the King's Road, pretty central to our village, and we're going to build nicely all around this. We worked pretty hard to quickly construct these 3 towers that we've got. There's another one in that corner over there. Because we were panicking, we had to stave off a bandit attack. So we armed and rallied our militia and retinue to fight off 2 groups of invading bandits in the north. And we successfully repelled that attack. Unfortunately, our retinue suffered a few losses. And that went down from 5 to 2. But I think we're doing okay. I think our next steps here are going to be building out some more food resources. We've got a trading post under construction, so we can start trading. I think I would like to get a few trades in and get ourselves ready and built for when we want to start growing some crops and sowing those in autumn. So let's see what we can do here. Right, where are we up to? We've got 1 unassigned, so they can work on that. Where's going to be a nice place? We've got a lot of land. Where's going to be a nice place for some farms? So let's have a look. What do we want? I think maybe, that fertility is great everywhere. I think some flax would be nice. Do have a lot of great fertility. I was hoping to possibly build in this nice open space, but I think we can use this space down here actually and just expand out a little bit. So let's build ourselves a nice big farmland over here. So what do we need? We'll go to construction under the farming, and we need a farmhouse used to employ families on the field. So we're going to have to put this farmhouse near the fields that we build. We're not going to go for any livestock just yet. I think I want to focus on growing some crops for now. And we could build a windmill if we do go for some grain. So let's build ourselves some nice field along this plot, shall we? Build it. Let's just say there, because I think I'm gonna have a little road coming in over here and just a couple of fields along this border, and see how that works. So what does this say? Fields in Manor Lords need to be very large to be effective, but also take long to plow by hand. For a starting village, try a field size of about 1 morgan. Okay, we're about 1.5, so I think that's okay. Later, if you want the region to focus on farming, you can consider spending a development point to unlock heavy plow. We don't have any development points at the moment, but we could have unlocked heavy plow, which I think will be useful. I think that might be the next one that we go for. We did unlock this, so we do get some passive firewood and bread, which is great. So it does recommend about 1 morgan in size. I did go a little bit larger than that, but let's go for that. Let's go right along this line. And we're at exactly 2 morgan there. I think actually maybe let's go a little bit smaller and get some variety. So, ooh, nice introduction. I do have all the tutorial features still on. because I am still learning the game. So this is quite useful to know. Farmhouse employs families who work in the fields. The workforce is distributed proportionally in accordance with the field's set priority level. When crops are growing, they absorb certain nutrients from the soil, temporarily lowering its fertility and thus diminishing yields over time. To combat this, consider changing crop types, or even better, leaving the field to fallow for a year. So I think that is something that we can consider. So we do have this option to grow the fertility of the soil. I think right now it's okay. So I think the first season, I would say let's go for some wheat, and the second year I'll turn crop rotation on, and then let's leave it to fallow for 1 year, and we can go for some flax after that. And I think we're going to create another field where we can essentially do the opposite of this, so that we are always growing some nice crops. Just create a nice field here. That's just done. Let's try and get that to 1.9. Let's just go a tiny bit more. Now at 1.1. Yeah, that's fine. So let's build that out, and I think we'll make this one. I'm not going to go for barley just yet. I'm going to go for flax because I do want to. I'm going to turn crop rotation on. That does mean, if we do go for this, that does mean that we're going to have 1 year where we don't have anything coming in if we leave both of these to fallow in the second year. But I think that's fine because we can obviously build more out, and we have other resources where we can gather some food. So we do have 7 months worth of food at the moment. We've got quite a lot going on there. Berries are coming into season. We've got someone collecting those. So I'm quite pleased with that. Now, we do want someone on this dyer's workshop once we start collecting some, I think it's flax. Oops. No, flax is for linen. What was it? Berries. Okay, yeah. So actually we could, but I do want to collect more food to get this up over 12 months worth. Our generic storage is full. Okay, that's that log storage. I think I'm going to ignore that for now. Do you have someone in the storehouse? I think I'm gonna take someone off that storehouse because we're not really actively using it. I'll keep someone on there. And we need to build, let's build a nice little road coming across these fields. So let's build that. And then we can build ourselves a nice farmhouse. I think what we're going to do is we're going to build that there. Let's get a nice road coming all the way over there. This is why I love this road building. You can get these lovely curved roads, and we can also create an additional field here to fill all of this space. Look at that. I love that. And then we could leave this to fallow for a year, and then we'll have that as our second wheat field, and then leave it for there for now. So this, what else we have this trading post under construction at the moment. Oh, it's already built. Excellent. Okay, let's get somebody working in there so we can start some trade, and let's get this farmhouse built. We've got plenty of timber at the moment, so I'm not worried about that at all. I don't actually even have anyone collecting logs, so I think we're good there. We may want to upgrade some of these storehouses at a later date if we do get too many materials in there, but I think for now it's okay. Oh, some land is being claimed. this land is being claimed. This guy is... Hildebolt is very active claiming land. I think I might need to speed up a little bit with my army size. But for now, he's not attacking. He's just claiming lots of land and being greedy. So I think that's okay. But speaking of greed, I think we're going to start having a little bit of land tax. So we can start building up our treasury. So we can use that for militia and things like that. Okay, we can ignore that. Let's get this going. Let's build this out. And we did actually have some, we had some very fertile land. So this is great. We will expand further out here. I just want to see how well that is for now, how well it works. I think an additional storage would be great for a lot of these goods. So storehouse is really, we don't really need that. I think we're gonna go, we could maybe just bring that just a bit further along the road so it's a bit closer. It's not too crazy. We'll pause that for now because we don't need it just yet. I do want to build some iron deposit. I do want to start collecting that. Oh no, bodies need burials. Oh yeah, we did lose some men in the battle of the bandits. So they need hallowed ground. While raiders may have dumped. Villagers required to be buried on hallowed ground of the church, while raiders may be dumped into the corpse pit. Make sure you have a family assigned to handle it. So we do. So it does look like they are working to bury those. Yeah, they are collecting bodies. Which is very sad. We did unfortunately lose some people in that fight. And that is going down. So that is being addressed. So I'm not worried about that. So let's set this field priority to highest. That's very high and that's medium. So this is getting built. I think now that we have a trading post over here, let's see how trade works. So we do have a family in there. We need to build some trade routes, I think. What I would love... So we do need a route. Since it's a major trade route, a trade route is required first. So we'll have to build out a trade route, really, before we do that. We can tackle that later. So let's have a look. This is still getting built. I think we'll just let that go. It's absolutely chucking it down. Glad my families all have some nice houses. We could look at leveling up some of these burgage plots to level 2. We do need quite a few to get to a small town from a large village where we're at the moment. We've got a nice tailor shop here. We have a chicken coop there, I believe. We've got some nice veggies going there. And I think it would be great if we, potentially, what do we need here? Bakery extension. We don't need that just yet. I would absolutely love, I think maybe some shoes would be great. Clothing. We don't really have many shoes here. The problem is we don't have linen. I think that's what we need really. So I'm going to wait really until we get this coming in. So that's still being built. I love these fields. They look absolutely fantastic. I love that it just creates this really nice little hedgerow and gives this great aesthetic to the game. And I'm sure there will be lots of people building some very, very creative farmland taking up a lot of space with some really, really interesting designs. I think using these roads to try and shape the farm, to shape the fields, I think that was going to be really cool. And we've got a lot more fertile land to work with over here for flax and barley, and I'm sure we can change that by following it as well, I'm hoping. So let's see how that goes. And maybe we can... We're hitting all of their requirements here. So I think, and we've got lots of wood, I think let's get these guys upgraded to level 2. Not do too many at once. And yeah, I think we do want to expand a little bit, so I think I might build some additional houses as well. Over here. So what have we got? We've still got this hitching post. It's kind of a little bit in the way. I might move that just over there, but we do want to keep things fairly close to the market. So let's build just another burgage plot in this nice little space here. We can build 2 there. And then they're still near all of the amenities and they get the benefits that we're looking at. So let's construct those. But I think I'll keep those on pause for now, because we want to make sure this is getting built first. I'm actually going to take some off that trading post just to try and get this stuff built a little bit quicker. And let's unpause that and change that to here. So how are we doing? Oh, there's quite a lot in that pantry, so let's get some working in the granary, moving those things around. How's our food looking? Food's getting a lot better. We are depleting the wild animals a little bit. Berries is very much growing. I'm going to put another person on there and one less person there. Unassigned families. Yeah, that's just because we some changes. So I think we're all good. I think I'll keep this guy. We've got lots of fuel. Just keep one family working that. At the moment, we don't actually have any ale. I don't know if there is any benefit to this at the moment. So I'm gonna, and I haven't seen it here. So I'm gonna take this off. Have 2 families working on this. Hopefully, let's speed this up quite a bit here. So until we can get this constructed. We're almost there. There we go, look at that. Lovely little farmhouse here. And let's get 2 families on this. If a field is not set to fallow, workers will plough it and sow the crop as soon as possible. Yield will increase as it grows and is harvested in September during the harvest season. Okay, so here's the option to add the ploughing station if we had that unlocked with the development points here. I think that is going to be the one that we go for next if we start moving towards a farming village, or at least have a bit more of a farming element. And then hopefully these guys are going to start working on that now that that's done. I do have storage here which I've paused. I think again I'm going to wait on that until I have crops growing in here. So let's see how that goes. That is great. I love this little farm area now. It's great how you can really expand this out. So we're quite spread out. We've got some buildings over here. It's not a very cohesive build yet, but I think we're going to start filling in the gaps. We've got lots of, I think this down here, this southern area is going to be our farmland. Lots of fertile area. Hopefully we can maybe improve that. And we can get some barley growing out here, which would be great. So there is a lot we can do down there, and we will fill in those gaps. And I think what we've got here, unassigned families are needed. Okay, so actually we've overassigned a little bit. So let's give that a break. Allow some people to work on that. Yeah, we have lost a little bit of approval rating because of the taxation, but you can see our treasury is growing now, which is great. So if we do want to eventually hire some militia, we can hire some mercenaries. This is a treasury cost, so it's actually quite expensive. But I think if I need to use that, I will use that more in a reactionary way if I think I can defend myself. So I'm just going to keep that as it is. And how are we doing? Still got plenty of wood to work with. They're burning through that firewood and charcoal. So I actually don't think I'm going to get any more firewood for quite some time. Because that is seems to be quite enough. We've got a large storehouse here. And we've got these burgage plots. So we really do want to start trying to build out. Let's actually unassign this. And let's try and get these built out as quick as we can. So this log storage here. I think that's also fine. Yeah, we don't have any additional oxen, unfortunately. And so we can trade planks and things here. It does cost, obviously, some money there. But if we want these other things, we can establish a trade route here. So I'm wondering if we do that for, what do we want? So I think we've got a good variety of food. We don't have any apples. That would make people quite pleased with a bit more variety. Maybe we can establish a route for some barley. Just maybe a little bit. We can also think about if we want to establish a route for selling things. So if we do have quite a surplus of berries, for example, we could look at selling those, but I'm going to be using those for some dye soon, so I'm going to hold off on that. I think, so again, we're okay on food. I think I might do this more for resources, such as flour. Decisions. We can always come back to this. But we don't have any rye at the moment. So generally stone and planks. This is a lot cheaper, so maybe this is a good starting point for us to create a trading route. How's our food looking? We don't really have any vegetables. We only got that garden. I think we've got some regional wealth. Let's create a... Yeah, let's get some veggies in. So hopefully we can start trading some veggies if we need some. And yeah, also the benefit of unlocking these, upgrading these burgage plots is that it's going to start building up this regional wealth, which also really helps with unlocking things like that and paying for those things. So that is a benefit. We've got some under construction as well. So there's quite a lot going on at the moment with construction. But we have two families working hard on that. We don't really have much honey at the moment. Okay, that's quite empty. Let's take some off that. So we've got 3 families assigned. That is wonderful. see, Bart Holmes is busy getting the soil ready. It does take quite some time. I think let's get an additional family in here because we don't want to miss the right seasons for this. It's going to take a lot of time to prep. We're already in May. So I think we're going to be okay though. And berries are still growing, so I think let's make the most of that. We do have some. We can store some herbs in here. We've got some available. Let's pop it there though. But yeah, this is recovering a little bit now that we're not actually over farming it. So that's a good thing to keep an eye on. And how's our other? So we've got plenty of hides, we've got plenty of leather. I think we're doing okay there. And a bit of a transition towards more of the farming elements for the next seasons will be good. And hopefully, this guy, Hildebold, doesn't start attacking us because soon he's going to have all of this land and I've barely grown my own land. Doesn't seem like he's building much though. I think he's really just claiming it. We do still have this bandit camp down here. Let's have a look. Can't see anyone in there. So I'm hoping they don't come and attack me. Kev, you're about to run out of timber. Well, I think I'm okay actually. Appreciate you, but I think I'm doing okay. You can always pull a family out of. Whoops. You can always pull a family out of this, but getting all of that wheat ready is going to be quite important. It does take a very long time, doesn't it? Yes, excellent. So, ooh, this bogus plot. There is not enough fuel. So let's get someone working. I think we'll take someone out of the apiary and get someone here so they can bring plenty of stuff. Policies available. Where is that available? Something here? Ooh, okay. Haven't seen this before. So there's still a couple that will be released after early access. So let's have a look. Hunting grounds. Wild animals on rich deposits breed twice as fast at the cost of 50% reduced yields of crops. Ooh, okay. I think citizens skip every 5th meal and reduces food consumption but decreases approval. Oh dear. Do we want to sign any of these policies? I think actually, we're going to ignore that for now. Just keep going. Okay, we're already in June. We're just at the start of summer. Still prepping my crops. So I think once they get a bit more prepped, we can take some people off. These fields are rather large, and I built 3 of them at once. I think this one can definitely be the lowest priority. Ideally, even if I just have one of these going over the next growth period, that's going to be fine for me. These guys are making great work here. Look at that. They're working real hard. There's some really great transitions for things like how this field is slowly being worked on, how the snow slowly declines as you're coming out of winter. Some just really, really fun, great details that make the game flow really nicely. I love it. So this is very high construction. What else are other people working on that aren't these things? We've paused these houses. Let's speed this up a little. So this guy wasn't happy because we've lost fuel on the market. So I'm hoping having the right person. So we've got firewood there. So hopefully if this person is actually doing their job, they should be stocking this with enough firewood because we have a significant amount. But I'm sure they have plenty to do, so let's see. Who we get going? I'm just going to take in the atmosphere of this village just for a moment. It's bustling. Got Herman transporting firewood. Oh, great. So he's doing exactly what we were hoping. Let's see. How many Hermans have we got here? Yeah, look, there we go. He's bringing firewood to the market. That's exactly what we want. So now we're at 100, fuel 100%. And we've got this guy satisfied. So a lot of this is about just really reacting to things like that are happening and just knowing the changes that you need to make. I think it's very easy to neglect having people in the granary or storehouses because, you know, this pantry is also getting very full now. So I think I'm going to take someone up here, put someone on there, and just make sure that we keep these things fully loaded up to keep all of our people happy. And just, again, keeping an eye on everything up here. So we've got a significant amount of berries at the moment. I'm going to take someone off that and put someone back on this. So we're not too reliant on berries as our only source. And we're also getting some hides and things from that. How are our fields doing? I think that is field number 1 complete in terms of really getting rid or getting the soil ready. Now you can see these guys are busy planting seeds. Look at that. Look. I love how this looks like there's some really depth and some texture to the soil. Some really, really nice details. So we have quite a good amount of time here. It looks like they're going to start working on this field now. There we go. Look at that. That's a lot of progress very quickly. Obviously, I have the timer up, so that does help. But you can see here the different stages of the field preparation. So at the moment, they're just ploughing really and getting that ready, and then they're going to be putting down all the seeds, and then obviously there's the growth period, and then there's the harvest time. So that's really good information to have as well, just to see what stage you're at. So we could have so many more families in here as well, but I think for now that's okay. We don't really have too many spare. We have loads of food though, but I do want to get quite a lot of berries while they're in season. Let's have a look. Yeah, season, it's okay. That's fine. This is almost done. Oh, perfect timing. Look at that. So I think I'm going to unpause this house because I'd love both of them actually. I'd quite like to grow that. And we've got money coming in. This is good. I'm happy with that. Still don't need anyone on the church at the moment. I think let's get someone in the dye workshop, get that starting to be built and ready. I've got plenty of timber at the moment. I don't know why that said we were going to run out earlier, but That seems to be good enough for me. I'm happy with that. And yeah, I think we're good. Just gonna try and soak up a little bit more of the atmosphere of these little camps where people are working on it. It's so good just to see the little details. Try not to rush too much, even though I'm really keen to make a lot of progress and build out and do things quickly. It's really good just to see these little details. Well, I think Thomas is patiently waiting here for Viet to finish slicing that up. But Herman working hard as always, transporting everything. And now we've got someone in the dyer's workshop. We've got this family working hard. That's great. Oh, I think this pot just disappeared. But it's so great. It's so great to see this. There were a lot of other details similar to this in Banished, but I do really feel Manor Lords has gone a step further, and this is why it's taken so long to build the game, because they've really wanted to include these important details. And I still love the music. I know I keep talking about the music, but it is great, and I have bought the soundtrack now, so I will be using a lot of that music as background music in future videos, hopefully. Good for leather and everything. So, is this the person with the... Okay. So we just need a lot of linen. I think actually our trading post, let's build out a trade route for linen. 48, woof. Okay. That's quite spenny. What did we get before? We went for a food one, didn't we? Trade route is set to no trade. Oh, because we have no one working there, I imagine? Okay. Well, we have plenty of food, so I'm not too bothered about that. That can come eventually. So I think really... we just need to get some linen coming in. Oh, this field's looking good. So we can have some flax and some wheat. Hopefully at the right time. Almost done that. Do you know what? I'm going to take the family off of this. And I think that's fine. Because we will... I mean, we're still in summer, but I'm a bit of a prepper. So I do like to make sure we have lots of firewood and everything. But we do have 11 months worth of fuel. That's still regrowing. Let's get someone on this. That's also regrowing. Don't need any clay, really. Not yet. Could also make a new logging camp, or I think we can change where they're working. Limit work area. Yeah, maybe we can get some logs there. That would be great. let's not forget that we've done that before we get confused why they're not getting any other logs. But we need some time for this to regrow. I think that's fine. And we want to keep... I'd like to keep this quite a wild, you know, forest area, and we can build out a lot of this to be more farmland. So let's upgrade this priority because I really want some more people coming to our Imanrapoith village. We're still a large village, so we want to be working our way towards a small town and get some level 3 burgage plots actually at some point. So what are the requirements for that? We need a tavern supply of ale, at least a small stone church, so we need to look at upgrading the church. So we'd need some roof tiles, which we could get from clay, I'm guessing. So I've got plenty of clay, so that's not a problem. We could upgrade that at some point, but I think I'm going to focus on... So with those two, we're going to hit the requirement, so we're going to have 10, and then we're going to upgrade. So we need at least three more houses, but ideally probably 5 or so. I've just been quite cautious with upgrading, building up too many houses too quickly, and then not having enough food to really supply those people. But I think we're doing alright. I'm not actually really using this regional wealth at the moment, so I'm going to take this land tax off and get a bit more of an approval from the people. How are we doing with dyes? That's basically it. Let's get this person off. Let's get someone here. Got 15 dyes. Lovely. Using a lot of those berries, that's fine. No storage left. Production. Oh. Okay, well, let's get those guys moving that around a little bit, and then we'll put someone back on food. Got 20 months worth of food. I think we're going to be alright, guys. What's that? Seasonal, that's okay. We do have loads. I would love a bit more variety in food actually. I think that is something that is a little bit lacking. Yeah, let's get someone off the berries for a little bit, and let's get them in the apiary. Get a little bit of occasional honey, because we want to keep these guys happy, at least with the, you know, level 1 requirements. We're going to need a tavern around here at some point. I don't know if this is far enough, if it's close enough, but it should be okay. Oh, look at this. So our crops are growing nicely. It's a lovely field of wheat. Oh, he's running off. Then hopefully we'll see this field of flax start growing soon as well. I'm pretty late to the game on the farming side, but I'm okay with that. So I don't know actually if we need families. So this, you know, it's growing at the moment. I don't know how many families we really need here. I'm going to take one out. And I think because we're okay. Fuel, 10 months worth of fuel, but we've got loads in here. I think I can address that when we get to it. Excellent. We've got that new burgage plot, and it hits all of the requirements for level 2. I'm not going to upgrade it just yet. I'd like to get all the existing ones up to level 2s. Expand living space. You know what I would quite like then? Provides a passive yield of eggs. What are we doing with food variety? Yeah, I think maybe we do that actually. I don't need a passive yield of hides. Got plenty of those. Enables production of shoes. I think what's needed for shoes. They've got a better plot for... I think I'm going to do this guy. Yeah, because I did create a trade route for veggies if I do need. I think I'm going to go more eggs here. Spend some of this money. And here I'm going to go for a cobbler. And we're going to need to keep some of these as level 1s as well. But we eventually want to work our way up towards a level 3. Excellent. Construction finished. Burgage 2. That's very quick. I could add some extra space there, but I think I'm alright. Food supply store. Yarn and linen. So I actually think we don't need any more dyes until we can get yarn and linen. So let's have a look at farm. So we can get wool from sheep. Station. Come one, camel. Yeah, I don't have another ox or anything, so I'm not going to go for that. Apiary, oh yeah, I've already got an apiary. Don't need that. We've already got all of these, so I think I'm okay for now. I'm not going to go for any cosmetic things just yet. Livestock trade post. Yeah, I think we actually do want some livestock trading. Let's get it built on the King's Road down here. Opposite our other trading post. Then let's get some sheep in. I think that's what we need. Nice field of sheep. Everything's a bit yellow right now. Chickens look happy though. Let's see how we're doing over here. Oh, look at that. So you can see they're starting to harvest. We're going to fill that up quite quickly. So what we're going to need to build, I think I'm going to put a pause on that immediately, is if we're building, if we've got a lot of wheat, we're going to need to be able to, where is it? We're going to need to be able to convert that to flour. So when we do get this flax, we can convert that to linen. So I think I'll wait for that. But right now, let's go for a little windmill. Where's that going to look nice? rotation button worked out. I think, yeah, maybe give it a little bit of. Do you want it right next door? Yeah. Efficiency. Oh, that's really interesting. %, efficiency over here. Oh yeah, then absolutely. Go for that. Maximum efficiency. So this is going to hopefully refuel. I'm hoping this. Let's get another person in there. This we need a lot of stuff going on here. So we have got. Did we go for that? Let's just check each of these. Cobbler's shop. There you go. Shoes. I'm going to start making shoes, just passively, I think. Yeah, there you go. I wonder if you can pause that if he's making too many shoes. Maybe we don't want that many shoes. Clothing store. Oh, so that is so they want all of those things, but at the moment we don't have. Where's this one? Sorry, we don't have the linens we need for this. So it feels like linens is going to be very integral to keeping these people happy and getting to this level 3 burgage. We've only got one family here. This is at the growth stage. Where is all of this wheat going? Let's see. Because it's certainly not going in there. 21, 22. Oh, jeez. Oh, sighted a million miles away. Okay, I think we're good. Let's keep it as it is. And as we start growing out again, ideally I think we're going to need to be building out a lot more of these burgage plots, and I think we'll keep all of our living space over here and we'll grow that out nicely. And let's have, actually let's build another road here. Fuel, I think we'll probably Woodcutter's Lodge. Let's get some of that. So that log storage is completely full. I think shoes coming in because we've got this nice cobbler doing some work for us. And I really hope by next episode we can get our way up to a large village. Not quite sure. It might take some time. The requirements are quite lofty, as I'm going to need to build a stone church. I think I might end up just building out some additional fields, get some barley in, which would be quite nice, and build out this farming area with a lot more crops, a nice variety. Hopefully we can attract some more people, and let's see how we do. But thank you so much for watching and listening, and I really hope you join me in the next one. Thank you very much. Bye.